What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Eric Frisbee 2005.
This is Chris, Table Tennis 2112.
And in honor of our favorite stream highlights player, Bobby Basketball 1999, we are going to be casting you a pretty epic game tonight between Syops and Vector. The loser of this one is eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. So of course, Chris Table Tennis 2112, who is actually Fog. Why don't you give us a rundown on the teams real quick?
All right, so we have right now we have Vector Gaming and we have Syops going up against one another. So we have for Syops we have Duwatna on Demo Man, we have Blueberry Villain on Pocket, we have Trisk on Wilmer, we have Moonchild and RB on Scout, and we have our favorite medic Sharice on Medic. And then for Vector Gaming we have Schwan the Pocket for Vector, Mile High the Militia the Roamer. We have Ninja Nick on Medic, Dougie G on Demo, and then we have Fife on Scout. I'm forgetting a name.
Schwan, of course. Well, I want to point out, though, that Schwan was made famous by his appearance on a recent podcast on my channel. Nobody knew who he was until then, but now he's famous. I'm just kidding. Schwan's awesome.
And I forgot Thrickster on Scout as well. I feel so bad. He's...
Oh, yeah, Thrickster is like the ultimate.
The ultimate.
Just at everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing a lot of activity in the stream chat, unless maybe I'm just like watching the wrong stream chat. I don't know. I hope not.
Uh-oh. Maybe they got turned off by our names.
Yeah, maybe they were just like, oh, I thought it was going to be Sal and Fog. That's some weird, like, name and then a sport and then a number. What's going on with that?
I don't get it. These guys are bad. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I've never heard of these casters before. Obviously, it is not worth watching. To be fair, there's a lot to be said for name recognition. There is. You know, you got to have that title personality that draws people in and keeps things running, I guess. Not really.
Keeps the trains running on time. Keeps everybody in order. Keeps everything cool and to the touch.
And I am, in fact, wearing a black shirt right now, so it works.
And I'm wearing a blue shirt, so it also works.
Did you catch the black shirt reference there?
Yeah, I caught the blue shirt. I got it. I caught it.
I don't see how blue shirt fits with that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna quiet down here, I guess, or maybe I'm gonna get louder, but about different things, such as these teams, Syops and Vector. I've seen both of them. I've casted both of them quite a bit. Not necessarily in exactly this combination, because I don't think I've casted Syops since they picked up Duwatna on Demo. Maybe once. But these teams have been around in some form or other for quite a long time, haven't they, Fog?
Yeah, these guys have been knowing each other for a long time. They've been around for a long time, too. We've seen Vector Gaming came around from... they came all the way back from Season 10, I believe, in Open. And moving their way up to Invite, or not Invite, excuse me, IM Season 11. Now this is their second season in IM. Syops is kind of the same thing. We saw them was back in Season 9 under the name Water Vapor. They moved.
That's right.
Then they became Fragnetic Gaming Season 10, and then Season 11. Or no, Season 10 it was Season 10 it was Fragnetic and Syops. That's
right. Yeah, they keep getting new sponsors. Syops seems to have been pretty good to them so far.
Yeah, it's been good for them so far. And now this is their second season in IM as well. So both teams have been around for a long time, and they should have the team chemistry here.
You know, stream chat is still just like as quiet as the grave. What is going on, you guys? Are you just all really tired, or what's the deal here?
I need to put some tumbleweeds in there just to make it better than the stream chat right now.
Some crickets.
Crickets.
Apparently nobody wants to watch IM playoffs, even though this is a pretty big match. Two of my favorite IM teams could potentially face elimination here. One of them will face elimination after this match. It's somebody's going to leave empty-handed.
And then whoever wins this one should be guaranteed some cash money.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah, we only have 6 teams left right now.
I see. Okay. So my prediction earlier on, when I was doing the podcast earlier, I said that, well, Duder was asking, like, when exactly do you think Valve is going to release the update? And I said, I'm betting right before they're scheduled to play the IM Finals match. And apparently I might have actually been right.
Yeah, right now we have the upper bracket finals going on. They're going to be going on tomorrow. And that'll be between Steve C Games and Down the Pound.
So Steve C Games, I assume that has Steve C on it.
Yeah, I don't think Steve C is actually one of the starters, something like that. They used to be called Wow Wow Kapow, and then Wow Wow Kapowa, and now they're named the Steve C Games.
So they just like naming themselves after their players.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed.
Okay, that's cool.
Say that.
I was thinking maybe Steve C had actually started like a new games outfit, you know, like Steve C Games. I program, you know, I'm gonna be the new Zynga, and I'd be like, oh,
you don't
cool,
want to be
Steve
the then you're gonna lose all your money in Facebook, and then like you'll like lay
off.
Oh,
did you hear about that? That is such good news. I mean, okay, so it sucks for the people who got laid off. That's fair. It sucks for them. Like, if you're a programmer and you worked at Zynga, I apologize. But if you're not a programmer working at Zynga, or if you're anybody who basically doesn't like Farmville or the exploitation of people who have nothing better to do with their time, then, you know, screw Zynga. That's kind of how I'm going with that. They make crappy games. I mean, there's nothing to say about it other than that they make crappy, like, addiction exploitation games.
Yeah, they have games that, like, they'll rip off other games most of the times.
Intellectual property means nothing to them. And the fact that, like, Facebook wasn't willing to pursue them on this, and you know why? I mean, the stats were pretty staggering. That Zynga was like 12% of Facebook's overall revenue. That's something. And in fact, it's pretty hilarious. So the fact that they've lost a bunch of money, Facebook's not taking in as much money from them now, it's just like the best day ever.
Yeah, it's the best day ever for you because you see they're starting to crumble, starting to fall apart.
Schadenfreude is what it is. I'm still seeing like nothing in the stream chat. Not a thing. No peeps. No peeps at all. And I'm very sad about that because I thought the Zynga comment would definitely have gotten some. Maybe we just don't have any viewers. Sud, do we have any viewers right now? We have 76 Trombones viewers, and nobody's saying a thing in the stream. Am I in the wrong stream chat? Are you streaming to the wrong channel? What's going on here? Why don't I see this? Okay, well, howdy back. I can't see stream chat.
I see hit on your chat. Someone tell Sal his chat is broken.
Apparently my chat's broken. That's too bad.
Refresh it and then pray that it works.
That's what I'll do. I don't pray. That's not a thing I do very often, but oh, are you sure it's a woman?
Hey.
I mean, it's cool either way, but I'm afraid that marriage is not in the cards quite yet for me. Got to work on my career first. And yeah, I see no chat at all. I may not be a caster, you know, forever, but certainly casting is fun.
Try going to Twitch TV. Try and go to the Twitch TV page and going from there.
I don't know, man. That's a lot of effort.
Man.
You know what? I do see it on the Twitch TV page. I just don't see it on... Okay, whatever. I'll use that.
You could pop it up into a different page.
I did that, and it's not working.
Try it now.
The pop-up doesn't work, so don't worry about it. I got it. I got it fixed.
Okay.
I do like the guy who shouted Zynga 666 die die die. That's awesome. Apparently I need to marry a rich woman. I like that idea. It's a good idea. But anyway, Fog, we are, of course, going to be talking TF2 tonight, and I do enjoy casting with you just a little bit. It's a fun time.
Yeah, it's fun time for me, too. We got to forget about all these real-life stuff. We have TF2 to worry about right now.
We do. We have TF2. And in fact, there's 12 players in the server, so we're just waiting on them to ready up and finish their pee break. And in fact, in this situation, I wonder if any of them are actually going to feel any nerves, because I might.
I'm already feeling nerves, because I'm excited for this match. Like, I know, no, we're actually starting to do this one live now, with teams just picking their sides.
Nice. This is good, and the ESEA client, as much as I like to, like, you know, privately in my own head rail on ESEA for sometimes not doing everything I want them to do, their client works so well most of the time. Especially now. Especially now, it's just like
with a paid service.
Yeah, you know, I have not actual experience with it, but they are live. Syops versus Vector. We are gonna see if what is SavingSmall.com? Who is that?
That's Dougie G.
Dougie G. We'll see if he gets there before his opponent Duwatna. Right now, it looks like they're both having a little bit of sticky sniping battle, but the Scout's going to come in really aggressively here for the blue team. They're going to get driven back pretty shortly as the soldiers are now vying for control of the roof. Finally, Syops losing 2 players. A lot of damage off the field for Syops right now. Dougie G, the demo man, just actually dies there. Blueberry Villain with a nice kill on him. But Syops losing too many players here, I think, Fog. They should probably have to back out. Schwann's getting a little bit of pressure, but no.
I don't really understand what was going on. They should have just backed out when they should have realized that they lost all their damage output there. That was probably a misstep there from Charisse and the rest of Syops there. That's definitely going to hurt them in the end here because they're going to probably lose second very easily and probably no contesting at all with this one.
Well, yeah, it looks like we've got Duwatna laying down sticky traps right now, maybe some spam. He's going to have to be... Oh, no, they did spot that trap, so he doesn't get away with anything right now. He's just going to lay a standard bucket trap, as they call it. I think they call it that anyway. I don't actually play, so I don't know.
Close enough. Well, we also see right now Ninja Nick has a 80% advantage over Charisse, and is scoring ever so slowly, or falling short.
Oh, yeah, that's Mirel. Is that Moonchild?
Yes, that is.
Okay, so Moonchild, a.k.a. Mirel, get a nice headshot. And that's going to mean that Vector's actually pushing 5v6. Now, they don't want to waste his Uber advantage, so it's probably a good idea. But they're coming in right now, and they're not able to deal enough damage to kill anybody just yet. Finally getting the heavy down. However, they've lost like 3, now 4 players. Schwann just respawned, so it's really just Thrickster kind of hanging around. And where is he? He is backing way the heck up. So Syops, can they take the second point, Fog?
They should have the chance. They should have a good chance of taking over the second point. With everybody's getting forward spawn still, so maybe not. Because the sword spawn is so close to the actual second point, but it actually does look like they're able to capture that point. Kind of a bad situation there from Vector. They shouldn't have popped. They shouldn't have gone in as soon as they lost their Schwann there.
Lost their Schwann. Oh,
they lost their Schwann.
We've got Moonchild still on the sniper, pushing out with this. On Snakewater, sniper doesn't always work that well, but I think if Syops can make some room for him, it should do okay. And they are making some room. In fact, his opponent's kind of obliging him. So Moonchild, of course, known as a very, very intelligent, insane sniper.
But there's a backpack going on right now. With only the scalp there, nobody's really stopping them. But actually, we have RB going there to stop that from going on. We do see an Uber pop right now.
Yeah,
from,
we did.
Not quite sure what caused that.
Well, a lot of damage I'm expecting. It does look like, Fife had taken a lot of hits. Fife, of course, an amazing scout. And now Duwatna having to retreat here as there is a blue Uber coming in. Very good counter Uber from Vector. They lost the point, but they should be able to take it back very quickly with that kind of positioning. That was a very, very good counter Uber. And this is the kind of counter Uber that wins games. They've already taken down 3 players from Syops, Fog.
Right. There's a great Uber in there. They got the damage that they needed. They took out all the players that they had to take down. And now we're going to see right now there's going to be a 45% advantage here for Vector here. And they should be able to capture the second point with no problem. Maybe if they watch out for a couple traps from Duwatna, but for the most part I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. Oh, just as I say that, Fife goes down to a nice pipe there from Duwatna. Maybe they might actually be able to defend this point after all from Syops.
Well, they are trying. They're going to lose a scout here if he's not careful. RB does get away with like 20 health left. Soldiers now invading space. The Syops are, you know what, they're doing a pretty good job. Now they are going to have to deal with a potential Uber coming in, but this time around it looks like Vector don't want to really push on a one-man disadvantage. They're going to wait a little bit for their scouts to get back with them, which is going to give Charisse time to build a bit more of Uber. Oh, nice jump in. Trisk did force an early Uber pop from Ninja Nick, and Ninja Nick is desperately trying to catch up with his soldier, wants to see if they can't get the kill on the enemy med, but I don't think they can. At the very least, they've used this Uber well. They got some good positioning. Now they did lose
nice
Schwann
headshot
once
there
again.
From Morel there. Either way, they're going to have to force themselves to get early because they have the sniper Morel just watching them. If any small moves, he probably could have just blown off the Ninja Nick's head there and make him drop the Uber.
Uh-oh, but Charisse is down, and if Moonchild can't get the kill on the enemy med, this actually could be the round. Syops has 4 players alive right now. Body shot. And
that's a dirty shot there from Morel. I'm actually surprised he took that one. That was a really nice shot.
Well, hey, it worked. He actually got himself in a position where he was going to die if he didn't get, even if he did get the kill, he was going to die either way. But he managed to get that kill, so it was actually a really good move from him. Claiming he can't scout, so he's going to probably run full-time sniper. That's an interesting choice.
I don't know if I like this situation. I know he's good. He's known for sniping, but I just don't know if Syops going to be able to do well with only 1 scout and 1 sniper.
It'll definitely slow their game down a little bit. It will force their soldiers and demo man, I think, to get a little bit more forward and take more ground, just so that Moonchild has space to work with.
Right, and right now we see about Syops has about 10%, not even like an advantage so much over Ninja. They're just going to be content with defending the last point here, especially with Morel staying on Sniper, because apparently he can't scout. And they also have RB on the Engineer right now, just placing sentries.
Yeah, as Morel, I actually would not have said what he said in chat. Because he said, I can't scout. And that basically is a dead giveaway to Vector that he's going to continue to snipe. So they're not giving him an angle. Like, they're just hiding from him right now until they get their Uber and they're ready to push.
Yeah, it kind of seems like a weird thing to say. It was probably something in terms of jest at first, but it seems like they actually took it to heart, and now they actually fall on the fact that he's sniping. Do we see a push in, and do we have Trickster on the point? And, oh, but he takes taken down by Duwatna right there with this nice pipe.
Yeah, now Syops did hold that pretty well. They didn't lose any sort of Uber, and that was good play. They realized the enemy med was not coming in. That was a double suicide from Trickster and Dougie G, both of them respawning, and Syops was not able to push out on that.
Right, so Morel almost had a nice shot there on the medic, but he wasn't able to capitalize on that.
No, he had a shot on Schwan, actually. He hit Schwan pretty hard.
It was kind of blurry behind that defense for me.
Yeah, Schwan ended up taking a fully charged body shot for 150 damage, but it just was not enough to kill him. And now we've got Moonchild still watching for the kills, but that's only body shot city up there. I don't even see how he could get a headshot from that angle. And he does back away. He's going to be sniping at Trickster now, and I wonder if he realizes this. Trickster cam might be good here, and he is pushing in. Nobody spots him so far. Oh, he has taken a shot. However, his team is on the point right now. He's going for the shot on Trisk, and Trisk managed to duck under that bullet. That is ridiculous.
It's like the Matrix style there. And in the process, Vector have lost 3 players, and Vector hasn't been able to capitalize on any of the shots right now. Oh, and right as I say that, he takes down RB, the Engineer.
Still, Trickster, of course, another good sniper, and these are the guys that I've played in pickup games before, back in like TF2 Pug NA, who they always get picked, and you're going to be playing Viaduct, and they're going to be sniping, and it's going to suck for everybody except them because they're ridiculous snipers. So both of these players, I mean, I definitely think we could see them in Invite. They may need to work up their scout game a little bit better even, but Trickster's a pretty good scout too. And the Uber does come in. Charisse nowhere close to Uber, and she does get taken down by the pistol of Fife. Fife's so sick on the scout, I tell you. And there you go, finally 1-0 for Vector Gaming. They managed to make a push successful. Speaking of people who really hack me off in pugs, Fife. Oh my god, Fog.
Oh, he's dangerous.
Yeah,
he's a dangerous person. Let's see how this middle fight's going to go right now. I'm watching Dougie G right now to see what kind of damage he can put onto the point. It looks like they both get the relatively even, just playing another sticky battle with each other. Both the stickies are actually going right now. Yeah, so you see all the scouts. Vector's actually getting quite aggressive onto the point. And, but we do see, they lose 2 with Morel and Trisk, and they actually lose 3. I think this is probably the time for Vector to back out here, especially with Ninja Nick down to like 65 health.
Yeah, I like what Ninja Nick just did right there, though. As they were backing away, he used that crossbow to make sure his soldier was at 200 health. He wanted to get him healed up as quickly as possible, because that way the soldier definitely will be able to take on any sort of scouts chasing him down. He won't be feeling weak. He won't be feeling like he has to run away or not, abandon his men. So good choice by Ninja Nick to use that crossbow. I like it.
Right, so now, it looks we see a pop here from Vector, kind of forced the pop there. Both teams have actually Ubered here. Let's see kind of time's going to go on here. Both Ubers have both worn off, and we have the medic taking down Charisse there. But in the process of Blueberry Villain taking revenge for his dying medic, he takes down Ninja Nick.
Schwan going for some kills, and he does get 2 actually on Trisk and Duwatna, but it's not enough. Both scouts capping that point right now, and RB is already in on the last point. Oh, he does get taken down by Fife though, and Fife is such a fearsome scout. He might get the kill on Moonchild as well here. He's going for it right now, pulls the pistol out. That pistol is so scary, but no, Moonchild gets the kill. It's 1-1, Syops versus Vector.
Wow, that was some great forward action there from the scouts. They took out a nice wipe there on Vector there. And we see Schwan saying good spawn, so it looks like they're kind of complaining about the spawns there. They took like forever for spawning to happen for them.
Well, that's the way these things work out sometimes. Those spawns were just barely too late to stop anything from happening. And Syops is going to be a little bit late to this fight for some reason. Morel holding position in that garage for just a second, but they lose Duwatna right away. They're going to get the kill on Mile. That's Mile High, right?
Right, Mile High Militia.
Okay. The issue is Syops has lost 2 players now. I don't think they should be going back in. Once again, they're trying, though. They need to back away Charisse quickly, and Morel needs to stay between Charisse and the rest of that team, if possible. I guess they'll get away with the med alive, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good, but they lost all the damage output there, and when you lose all your damage output there, you just have no choice of just backing out there. Lick your wounds, try and save the Uber.
Spam coming in on Syops right now. And they're already about to lose RB. He's at 10 health right now. He's going to have to back away, and he does grab a little health kit, but that's not going to be enough to keep him in this fight. Syops is down a man right now. They do pop the Uber, but already they've lost Trisk. And Morel down underneath. Still Ubered against the scout. Finally gets the kill on Thrixters. Thrixters down, but meanwhile they lose their other scouts. Syops is bleeding players at the moment, and this is not good for them. They need to back away to their last point. They've lost Blueberry. They've lost Charisse. Morel is behind enemy lines. He's not going to be able to defend this point. What is he even doing right now? Where are you going, Morel? He's going to spawn camp. He's going to spawn camp. I don't think this is the right thing to do. He might get the kill on the scout, but it's going to be too late. Everybody else is already in on the last point. And Syops, are they going to be able to defend this? I doubt it. It's going to be a round. Blueberry comes in, gets some kills, but no, it's a round.
I question highly what Morel was doing. He was trying to go for some frags and not trying to be a team player there. That's the worst kind of thing you can do in a situation like that, and it cost him the round there.
Yeah, I mean, he may have felt like he couldn't really get into the enemy team anyway because they knew he was there, but you know, he still should have gone for it. Game theory dictates that would have been a better choice. Duwatna trying to get some damage done to his opposing Demo Man, and he does. Taking Dougie G down to very low health right now. Dougie's taking all the heals from that med. Meanwhile, Duwatna's nice and overhealed. Mile High and Ninja Nick going down both at the same time, so now if Vector can't get the kill on Charisse, they're in big trouble. You do see Morel and Triss coming in doing some good damage, but, ooh. No, I'm sorry. Fife is down now. Syops lose a couple players, and Charisse almost died, but managed to stay alive just long enough.
Yeah, that was some pretty good action going on there. Vector are actually able to follow up on the with the deaths of Schwan and Ninja Nick there. They got almost everybody out there. It just wasn't enough to take down Charisse, and they just lost the point there.
You know, we've got Boulder and Tag watching now, and I'm just getting into schoolgirl because I love those guys.
They love me too. I just donated $50 a couple hours ago for the lands funds for Chess Club.
Yep. Speaking of that, the Chess Club has a land donation fund out there right now that you guys should probably check out. We want to make sure that they put up a good fight against their opponents. Of course, their opponents are looking pretty beastly. The Space Whales with Clockwork and YZ50, that's ridiculous. But we should talk about this game because the Uber just came in from Syops right now. They had a nice big advantage, but it was forced on seconds. Now they will cap the second point. That's going to put them in a nice position to maybe attack last. But Ninja Nick's getting an Uber up there. Are they going to try anything here, Fog?
No, I think what they're going to do, they're probably just going to wait it out because they know that they're not going to be able to. If anything, the best they can probably do is force an Uber, or maybe even drop an Uber. But they're just content with just building and staying in a defensive place. With Charisse right now, she's on the crates up on that balcony near the second point. They're just going to be building away with Morel here.
Vector actually doing a bit of a forward hold. Now Fife has spotted Trisk underneath. Trisk was trying to be sneaky down there, and he ended up getting taken down by both of those scouts. Now that's going to give Vector some confidence to push. They spotted the guy who was going to go for the back cap. They found him. They killed him. What a huge chase. Fife chasing down Duwatna and getting a single-handed kill there. I think maybe Thrixter did just a tiny bit of chip damage, but that was all Fife doing the meat shots. And now Syops in some trouble. They do have to pop the Uber. It is a nice counter Uber gotten just in time there against Vector. And they're fighting over the Saw room right now. Interesting multi-Uber here from Vector. They're trying to keep most of their players alive. Dougie G going for some big hits, and he does get the big hits, but not the kills. So Vector in some trouble. RB with a nice flank up against Ninja Nick, and now Vector's losing so many players, I think Syops are probably going to have this round.
Yeah, when it came to chip score down, they had the DM advantage over their Vector there. Both teams lost their medics right after the Ubers. So
I just want to point out, RB is thinking about going for that last point once again. I guess he's going to turn around. That's too bad. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, they kind of got the spawns there. They got Dougie G just like putting up the stick traps into the usual places. And right now we have both Ubers are about even here, so we're probably going to see another stalemate. Looking to see about getting either a pick or two. Maybe Morel might try and do a suicide and go sniper afterwards, trying to see if we can get Ninja Nick.
So Fog, I'm looking at where Syops is holding right now. They're actually holding really far back. Now, is this because they're afraid of a sniper or a push or what? Why do you hold here?
It's actually a hold I haven't really seen a hold like this before. But what I would assume that the reason that they're holding here because they're trying to minimize any chance of like a sniper or anything like that getting a pick on the medic there, which would be bad for Syops. So they'd have to force to fall back, and then they have to like probably concede the second point if they lost too many players. It's probably just a maximum protection of the players because they're completely out of the sights of the players.
Okay, and of course, people talking about the Yao signs. We actually have a poster pack that we put in our HUD for eXtv, so you can see like Eckstein's face going, "Do work." It's pretty good. But yeah, it looks like Vector is going to have to prepare to receive the enemy right now, as Charisse is trying to bring her team in on the Uber, trying to find the best place to push in. Looks like maybe that's going to be left side. It wasn't getting too heavily spammed, but she will have to get Duatna healed. And Duatna taking a huge hit from something. I didn't even see what that was.
I didn't even see what that was either.
They almost lost their demo. But yeah, there's
definitely
an engineer right now. He's going to have a level 3 sentry somewhere. It's level 2 actually. It's behind the crates, so that's going to make it impossible to spam until somebody, I like that positioning on the sentry. You can't take it down unless you like open this shutter door, and then you're in range of it.
It denies the push in from the right side as well, because if they try and push right there. Oh wow, there's a nice go from there from Dougie G there. But what I was trying to say, it denies them the push to push into that last point on the right hand side, where it's probably the more favorable side for some teams. As you're gonna have to force them to go one way, or else have to try and like put all their output damage onto the just the sentry there just to get it down.
Well, yeah, and you remember that trap that killed Trisk earlier. Now we do see RB, I'm sorry, going sniper. Schwan was thinking about doing some damage to the opponents who were walking up towards that left side. He spotted them. The information's always good, but oh, what's going on here? Some spam exchange. Syops players looking pretty hurt, but they do take down Mile. Are they going to push on this? I think RB is trying to go for a sentry pick or something. He's down in the lower right now, and nobody's spotted him yet.
He's trying to go for a medic pick. I can see that. He's trying to see if he can find the medic. Yeah, I think he might actually have a good shot here. I'm looking at his view. Yeah, almost had him.
I think maybe they see him. Maybe.
Yeah, he's gonna try and go for between the crate shot. That's gonna be a tricky, nice shot.
You're kidding me. Is that a shot you can actually make?
Yeah, you can. There's a nice little gap where you can make a good shot there.
RB took some damage there. Looks like a scout got in on him, but he does get saved. It's just now they know there's a sniper, so they're not gonna present a target.
The surprise is gone, but Ninja Nick has to watch out for his positioning. He almost had a good opportunity for. Yeah, RB almost had a really good shot on him, but he realized what he was doing and he got out of it right before he got the shot out.
RB zipping that camera all over the place. Gonna have to make sure he doesn't get spammed out, but he's not dying yet, and there's plenty of time for them. Syops are down by 1 point right now. It is 1-2, but they've got a lot of time left in this half to try and tie that back up. This is a close game, guys. Remember, whoever loses this gets knocked out of the playoffs. Whoever wins is already guaranteed some cash and has a chance to continue on towards the Grand Championship.
Right, I believe the 4th place prize that they can possibly get is $150. I'm not quite sure if that's correct. I'll have to double check for you guys. I had it up here on before. Let me just look for it.
RB is looking for the kills. Doesn't manage to get the med again. It's kind of sad. What are you doing? I guess he was going for some kind of like a really quick trick shot on the med while the sentry was shooting at him. That's not going to work too well, RB.
No, I think he just forgot that the sentry was there. As soon as he realized he was getting like almost destroyed there, he just had to back up because otherwise they would just been down 1.
But yeah, this whole play right now revolves around the sniper. The sniper has to get the kill. Although once again, Mile dies to Duatna. So I mean, Syops, they could potentially push on this, but I guess they really want to have their 2-man advantage. They want to play it. Oh no! Here comes the Uber right now. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. So Syops pushing in immediately. They take down that sentry gun. That's going to leave a little bit of room for the sniper to potentially get some damage done. But no, Syops losing so many players right now, including Trisk and Charisse. Fife getting around behind the demo man, and there's nothing this demo can do about that. Fife will take him out. But the problem is a soldier on the point. There you go. They take that out. RB is still up. Where is he? RB, what are you doing there? RB? He's dying is what he's doing.
I kind of see what he was trying to go there. He was trying to see if he can do like a really sneaky back tap, but I don't think that was going to work out anyway.
No.
They're going to try and chase to the contested. It's not going to have enough time. They just.
Well, I don't think it would have been a back cap. I think he probably would have just gone for a headshot of somebody walking up the stairs or somebody getting on the point.
Very true. I didn't think of that.
He's a sniper, Fog.
Hey.
Syops still contesting second here, but Duatna and Trisk both get taken down. They don't really. Maybe they were going for the force on Ninja Nick, but they didn't really even do a lot of damage to him. I guess he grabbed that health kit because he is calling a nice shot.
still pretty mint. He's like 150. He's like he's still cherry, has all the packaging still on him. No dents, no nothing.
Or at least somebody repackaged him with shrink wrap, and it looks pretty new. So you know. And Syops just backing away from this. They're giving up mid. They're doing kind of what Vector did to them, except they didn't force the Uber out of Vector. And so they're going to come in and try to stop this cap right now with their Uber. Now both Ubers are being exchanged, and the question is who dies after the Ubers are over. Vector kind of trying to get in a good position here, but they lose Thrickster immediately. Fife's taking a lot of damage. He's trying to get in on top of the med, but he gets taken down. Vector losing so many players right now. It's just Ninja Nick and Mile left. Ninja's taken down. Miles going for some kills, but he is popped up into the air and can't move against those scouts.
They had the initial kill. They got one of the soldiers behind the point. They were one of the soldiers trying to do some damage during the Uber pop. It just wasn't able to get anything out of it there. And they practically had to wipe there for Vector, which means that Syops have a big advantage here. They have a 50% Uber advantage over Vector Gaming right now. They're going to be building this fast so they can do a good push out of this afterwards. And right now we also see Thrickster going on heavy here, so they're going to be in for the long haul for defense.
I don't know what Boulder is typing right now in stream chat. Apparently something is getting censored, but whatever. Syops need to watch out. I think somebody actually went up to the drop down. Oh no, he is backing off. Okay, so the Uber's... Oh, do I know why? Oh, they're going to have to pop the Uber on the heavy. And he actually gets popped. Oh, that's hilarious. I thought that might happen. He stood on the stickies, you know, daring his opponent to detonate them. Somebody's on the point right now, and he's going for... Oh, it's not quite going to work. It was actually really close. If the heavy had just had a tiny bit more HP, he could have actually capped, and his opponents couldn't have done anything about it. But no, Vector, once again, with a solid defense.
When they lost Duwatna there on that Uber push-in, they pretty much had lost a significant amount of chance of them being able to capture the point. They lost the main damage output, and it just wasn't looking pretty for them after that Uber. As you can see, they lost all their players during that push.
Now do remember, if you don't like our camera for whatever reason and you want to use your own camera, you can get in our mumble and you can still listen to our beautiful voices, but you can also use the STV. Right now, of course, there's an Uber exchange. Vector trying to recapture mid once again, but they are getting back capped here. There is a, I want to say a scout back there.
Yeah,
it is RB.
Nobody's contesting. It's going to be a good situation here for Syops.
Finally, there is a scout coming in who's going to try to stop him, and oh! RB ate so much damage there up against that wall. So Syops going to lose the point again. But, you know, it's not too bad.
It's going to deny them the push. They had a good advantage, or like the whole advantage thing where they could just roll in there, but they lost all that momentum when they got that back cap there. It works out really well in their favor. With Charisse having just about getting Uber now, so we're going to probably see a push in here pretty shortly. But they're going to have to get in here quick if they're going to have any chance of making the medic drop before he has his Uber. And it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to get there in time.
Well, Moonchild going for the headshots now. And he does spot the enemy med, but just gets spammed to hell. That is savingsmall.com, or aka Dougie G, with his weird aliasing going on. Taking him down. Now, Blueberry Villain did a nice little body block on the enemy med on Ninja Nick, but Ninja managed to get away from it nonetheless. And now Syops loses all their players to get up their med.
Oh, this is going to be a terrible situation. They had some more of the momentum that they told us from Vector, but in the end they just lost it all completely there once again. And then now we have Vector going to be able to capture this second point here with no problem at all.
No problem indeed, Fog. And it seems like we may have one or two new folks in the stream chat, so I'm waving hello to you right now. Yes, we are commentating a match. And this is, as we have said several times now.
I think you press your mute button. I can't hear you at all. All right. It looks like I have to take over from this one for now. I'm not quite sure. I think he might have his microphone muted or something here. But we do see an Uber exchange. We do see an Uber pop here for Syops here. Then now we have the counter Uber coming in from Vector. And there we see Trix going down there. A nice shot from Schwan. We're going to see Duwatna probably go down here pretty shortly here too. And while they're going to be able to capture the second point here, they're definitely have they've actually lost Ninja Nick in the process there. And there looks like they're going to be holding back here. Now, I'm not quite sure what exactly happened. Oh, we actually see a cap going on to the last point. Oh, and a nice save there from Duwatna there. Now, I'm still not quite sure what happened to Sal. I'm not sure.
Are you able to hear me?
Now we can hear you. What happened there, Sal?
I don't know. Maybe my internet died. I have no clue, dude. But probably Comcast.
You scared me there. I was hoping I was gonna probably have to self-cast that one cast that the entire game. I would be awful.
It's not that awful, Fog. You gotta give yourself some credit. No, so, oh god, that trap Duatna could have killed that scout maybe, but whatever. It's going to be interestingly Thrickster on the spy right now, and I was trying to say earlier, yes, this is ESEA-Intermediate, so it's like the second highest division available to 6v6 players North America. ESEA-Intermediate Playoffs. Thrickster trying to get around behind the enemy team, but right now, what are Syops doing? I think actually they might get backstabbed here. Thrickster's in a good position. He could get the med, he could get the demo. Who's he going to go for? Actually, the demo's already dead. I don't think Thrickster's really contributing to this right now.
I'm not quite sure what's going on. They actually lose a lot of their players, and they don't even have a medica. It's just Trisk on the point. This is not going to end well for him. It's just he's going to have to try his little heart out here, see if he can defend this point. It's 1v4 right here, and it's not looking good for him. And there you go.
Sir.
We're going to see that's going to be the half there with Vector Gaming taking this 3-1 in the first half.
Wow, is Vector too good?
Vector are too good right now. They actually got a good. I don't know if it's going to be too good for the rest of the game. We have to see how the rest of this goes.
Of course, we love our close games here on eXtv, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like fine wine. If the off chance you get a nice close game, it's like a really good wine.
What do you mean the off chance?
Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of games where they've just been really fast games, and we just pick the cream of the crop. This is why we cast, because we get the cream of the crop of the games, and we always get nice fine wine every single time, hopefully.
Gotta get that cask of Monte Cristo out.
If Duda was listening right now, he'd probably just take another shot of good wine or something like that.
I think DJC might do the same thing, except with his strawberry beer or whatever the hell he was drinking today. Oh man.
Oh my god.
That regardless, I'm enjoying the game so far. Syops versus Vector. Whoever loses this is out of the running. Whoever wins is guaranteed at least like $100-$150 just for winning like 4th or 3rd place, right?
Right, $150 for 4th place here, and I do have the list here of the prizes for IM. Where is it? I gotta get my web browser right up and open.
Are you sure you have the list, or did you just imagine the list? You could have just imagined it.
If I'm imagining things, I'm going to be quite worried for myself here.
And people asking how to join the STV server. So what you'll have to do, you can't watch the stream anymore. You'll have to close that down or shut it off. It looks like everybody's getting ready to go live, but to join the STV, you just go into your console in-game and type connect, and then place in the STV IP address, which should be given to you. And then you have to join our Mumble and listen to us on Mumble, because that's kind of how we do things here. We've got four folks listening on Mumble right now, so you guys rock. Vector getting ready to jump in here to the middle fight. And who is going to win this one?
Miles just jumped in here. He took out Duatna, but he gets taken down in the process there. We have Vector. I kind of got confused there for a second with the colors changing. Vector were just going to be able to capture this point. They just kind of let them go of the point afterwards as soon as they lost their Devilman there. And kind of a weird situation for them there, but they kept their Uber, and we have actually Ninja Nick has a full Uber right now, and Syops only has 85%.
Yeah, they may have a difficult time here defending the point. They're trying to, though, and they're keeping the med safe behind this little chain link fence, which totally blocks all bullets and rockets, just like in real life. But Syops doing their best. There you go. They do force the Uber, and now they have popped into Ninja Nick as well, but they're going to lose the point, actually. They need to get back to last. Blueberry Villain trying his best to sort of delay this action here. Somehow Charisse didn't take any damage from all that. Trisk is down, but so is Schwan. There's somebody on the last point, and nobody there to stop him. Syops, that was not a great performance there. It's now 4-1.
Oh, that was just... I don't even know how to explain that. That was just... They were just way too far up there. They're trying to... They kind of got in a bad situation there when they were just going after frags. They were trying to get the medic and stuff like that, trying to get him down before he popped. In the process, they lost the point there and lost themselves around.
Syops may have to play a little bit more conservatively if they want to win this, although, to be fair, they did try the conservative playstyle, and it didn't work that well attacking the enemy last. Duatna in some trouble, but somehow barely managed to dodge the way around those rockets, trying to get the med to help him out, but he doesn't want to call too much attention to himself, needs to get some health fast. There you go. Now back out of that danger zone.
To the danger zone.
So if you ever played like a dangerous class, like the Market Gardener Soldier or the critical Boston Basher Scout. Just start singing Danger Zone like Archer style every time you try to go in for a kill. It's pretty awesome. Now the Uber is coming out of Ninja Nick right now, and in fact has forced a counter Uber. This is kind of the same play Syops just made, actually, except that Syops lost their second point, and Vector has not yet. They have, however, lost their med and Fife. That's not going to be good for them, and there goes the point. So I think Syops are still in this game. They're going to bring it to 4-2 very shortly here.
Unless if there's some major screw up here, they somehow choke in the danger zone.
Danger zone.
And it looks like it's going to be over here for this round at least.
A bunch of respawns coming in. Syops they needed to either get in sooner or leave now, because if they lose too many players, that's going to mean their opponents can just push back to second. There's no Uber ready to go for Syops. They're still are they still in? What are they doing?
I don't actually know what happened. They had the round in their hands there, and they just let it slip, fall, and crash all over the thing like a fake min vase.
Yeah, pretty much. I have never destroyed a Ming vase personally, but I know it's a bad thing to do. Now the Uber is coming in to save the second point here, and they got 2 kills already. That's going to be Dougie G and Thrickster, Demo and a Scout. Pretty good kills. They haven't killed Ninja Nick, but there goes Fife as well. Can they just push this and take it? Ninja Nick doesn't have an...
Oh, we lose Sal there again. I don't know what happened there. Ninja Nick's actually able to stay alive here, but it's not going to be enough, and they're going to lose the point there. I think Sal might be having some internet issues, and right now it's going to be 4-2 for Syops. They needed to win that round if they wanted to keep going. Alright, so I'm going to be watching...
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you now. Hi.
Okay, cool. I don't understand. It's like all my upstream dies. My downstream's perfectly fine because I can keep hearing you. Maybe I broke my microphone. I don't know.
I don't know. You're scaring me here, Sal. I don't want to solo cast this again.
Well, we'll see. I may have to do some mic tests here or there. But Syops doing their best to push this mid, and right now they're winning the fight here. They've only lost 1 scout, and Mirel is doing a great job of chasing down Mile. Gonna probably go for the enemy med as well. Doesn't know where he is though. Decides to back off, get some heals from the med, maybe get the cap time on. There you go.
Yeah, this is something pretty. They're getting actually really aggressive here, Syops. They're just doing everything. They're pretty much on the ropes here, and they're showing that they're not willing to give up without a fight. Oh, they forced a pop there from Ninja Nick, a nice sticky there from Duwatna. And then we see the counter Uber here for Syops here.
Now, I would think Syops would rather have not popped their Uber there at all, but at the very least, they should be able to translate this into a couple of kills. So many players hurt right now on Vector. They lose so many so fast. That's 4 players dead in like 2 seconds, and an entire wipe for Vector. All of a sudden, we have a close game again on our hands, Fog.
Yeah, this is going to be 4-3 for sure. Nobody's spawns for the next 8 seconds here for Vector Gaming here, and there we go. We have 4-3 for Vector Gaming with Syops coming in with 2 quick rounds.
Quick rounds are exactly what they needed in this half. They couldn't play a slow game anymore, and for some reason, Vector is obliging them. All Vector had to do in that position was just kind of retreat and, defend last, and they had a much better chance of holding out. They've held out on last before in similar circumstances, and instead, they're just kind of being weird.
They're kind of falling apart at the seams by the sounds of it. They have to get the composure back, though, if they're going to be able to win this.
Well, they took down Duwatna right away. Mile once again trading for the demo, but Blueberry Villain getting in on top of the med. Ninja Nick taking a bunch of damage. They're killing Syops, so pretty hard here. RB doing a bunch of damage. Vector is still alive, and they're just trying to get the point captured now. Charisse and Mirel are the only ones left alive for Syops.
Oh, that was a bad situation there for Syops there. And unfortunate, more so than anything. They lost Duwatna, and they also lost Trisk and Blueberry there. This wasn't really working so well for them. And we actually do see Morale going in a sniper trying to see if he can get some interesting picks here. Maybe even a medic drop or something.
Well, this is
interesting to see what he does.
You see the setup on Syops right now in the blue. It's a pro-lander setup, as we call it. It's like Highlander, except there's only 6 of them, but you can only have 1 of each class. And they're doing that because they really want to turtle up hard. They want to catch their opponents by surprise. They don't want to lose this last point. Somebody's already on it though. Who's stopping them right now? What the heck? That was almost a cap with all 6 players from Syops still alive. That was ridiculous.
They need to have somebody to stay on that last point. There's only Schwan and Ninja Nick up right now. They're going to have to try and find them and force the pop or something just to have any chance of capturing the second point. We might actually see Vector here. It'd probably be best for them to actually back out. They're not, and we're actually going to probably see we actually do see both Ubers coming in for both sides.
Blueberry Villain hitting some really nice rockets right now, taking some high ground here so that he can continue this fight after the Ubers are over. And there you have it, Syops capping the point and wiping out their opponents again. They're gonna get mid for free here, Fog.
Yes, and they're also going to have another 15 seconds without Ninja Nick. Everybody else spawns 5 seconds, while Ninja Nick has another 10 seconds to go before he spawns. So they might actually be losing the second point as well, because they're going to not have any heals at all. But they actually might just try and see about... Actually, no, I don't think they'll be able to get the second point. They're going to... Right now, Syops actually had a 60% advantage, and it's growing. There we go, finally Ninja Nick finally healing somebody. We see a 65% advantage here for Syops, and that's going to play well into their favor here.
Plus, they were able to spam out Vector from the upper lobby area really hard there, so Syops capping the second point once again for free. They could translate this Uber advantage into another round win, and then we will have a tie game. Whoever wins that next point would then win the game. Whoever loses is knocked out of the tournament. Syops, they're ready to push in. They got to watch for that sticky trap, but this time around it does not kill Duwatna. They're going to bring the heavy through as well, and pushing a heavy on the last a little bit weird, but you know what? It could work for them pretty darn well. The sentry is up right now, but it's not going to be able to stop the heavy hoovering up all those stickies in the point. A soldier jumps in trying to stop the cap. He does manage to stop it just temporarily, long enough for the rest of his team to get on there. Vector barely holding on right now, barely. I'm sorry. It's just Morel left alive, and he backs all the way up to second.
I don't think that we would be able to re-push this with the spawns coming up in 3 seconds and the spawn being so close to the second point.
Oh, Morel dunking on Trickster.
I love a good dunk, and that was a pretty nice dunk.
It was like, it wasn't quite Michael Jordan level, but I'd definitely give it at least a Hakeem.
I would say it'd be a Scottie Pippen level over Patrick Ewing in the NBA Finals.
It just yes, I agree. The title of eXtv may be a lie tonight. We didn't organize this one until like an hour ago. But whatever, it's all good.
Lies, all lies.
Whatever.
3 hours ago.
Syops are ready for another push. Now they gotta watch out for Trickster. Trickster being very aggressive actually here. As you can see, he is playing the spy. Somebody using the Halloween noisemakers. But Trickster wants to get in after the enemy. He spots them and he sees this weird hold that Syops are doing. He's not gonna be able to get anywhere near them, is he?
No, and I actually just noticed that Trickster was on spy, so it's gonna be he's pretty much just standing there, sitting still with his cloak and dagger, just staring at them, trying to see if he can get some intel, seeing where they are. And
that is an important thing. The intel is actually going to matter quite a lot here. The med. Oh, Trickster. He's still cloaked. He can't go for the backstab until he decloaks, and decloak might give him away just because of the noise that it makes. But he may go for it here. The heavy. Oh, that heavy is like staring at. He sees the heavy. I think what Syops are doing is they're trying to force Vector into a push. They want them to push into that heavy, but now all of a sudden they're realizing it's not happening, and the reason it's not happening is that Trickster, he sees everything. He sees it all. Syops losing 2 players here after that. Oh no, Trickster, you got spotted out. Would have been a good play there, but no, Syops. They suicided 3 players in. They're trying to force Vector to push back out now. And Vector is obliging. They've pushed out with Fife. Mile High is dead. Trickster is still kind of trying to be a trickster here as the spy.
Right, but they had lost 2 players in the process, so this push is not really going to work out for them. We'll look out for the spy there in Trickster. Let's actually see. Let's see. Oh, he's way behind him right now. Disguised as an enemy soldier, so this is going to be interesting to see how it goes. I'm going to keep my eye out on Trickster here.
Syops holding a little bit further forward now. And they're definitely watching for spies. They know they didn't get the spy kill, so they know that Trickster is still at large. And he's going to be decloaking here pretty soon, I would think, but maybe he's just going to go for more intel. Who knows? It's an important thing for him to do. He can call when that push is going to happen. He calls exactly where the medic is. He can actually, if somebody is in the drop down right now, he could tell him exactly when to drop down and attack, but there's nobody up there, so that's kind of too bad. A missed opportunity for some coordination, I guess.
He almost had a good opportunity there to actually backstab the heavy there, and I think that's Trisk. I thought there was going to be RB for a second there. This might actually be a bad situation for Vector now, since they're essentially 1 player down, but he's just getting all the intel. And I think Victor realizes that he needs to be back onto his point, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be switching back out of the sniper or scout.
Yep, there he goes. Going to go ahead and hop back into the spawn, switching to Scout, one of the classes he is best known for. He's an amazing scout. He's a good spy, too. But that time around, just didn't quite manage to make anything happen. His opponents were on the lookout. Moonchild coming back up as sniper, so that was a good suicide for Syops. They want to tie this game up, Fog.
Right, and it's looking more like stale water than snake water right now.
Oh,
But,
I love it. I love it.
In case you can get the joke, it's because it's stalemate right now.
It is. I thought you said snail water for a second, which works too, because it's, snails are slow and it's a slow game. But it's a slow game because these guys are just trying to take inch by inch right now. They don't want to lose. This is, lots on the line here. Basically, $150 at minimum is on the line. And of course, if they win the next game after that, then it's even more.
$240.
Yeah. So Syops, they don't want to lose their positioning here. They don't want to lose the opportunity to score on their opponents, which may be their last opportunity if they aren't careful about it. That's why they're being so careful. Morel taking a lot of damage there. Moonchild, aka Morel, both the same name, but getting spammed out, not getting the kills he wants.
Oh, Thrixter's only down 25 health with the heavy being holding underneath the point. He's gonna have to back out and go for the health pack there. It's almost a bad situation there. And then now we actually see Thrixter here going sniper, so he's definitely probably watching out for the heavy and possibly the sniper scene about counter sniping.
Yeah, that counter snipe, of course, is the most important thing you can do as a sniper. We actually... Oh! Morel! He had the door opened for him by his friendly soldier. That was a nice pick on Thrixter. Is it going to be enough to push? I don't know. Syops, they may not want to take a 6v5 situation on Snakewater, because Snakewater is one of those last points where it's really easy to kind of kite the Uber around and avoid all the damage. They might want to wait until they have two. But, oh my god, so much damage coming in right now. Fife is down. Thrixter just respawned, though, so again, it's still 6v5. But, Morel's doing a lot of damage with his sniper rifle.
Oh, and then we do see the pushing coming in. We have the Uber pop there from Syops, and we also see the counter Uber in from Vector. We see 2 down right now for Vector here with Schwan and 5 still down.
Yeah, Vector losing a couple players. Now, they did kill Charisse and Blueberry. It's a scrappy fight. Trisk is still on the point, dealing a lot of damage, but he gets taken down. It's just RB versus Fife now. Who is going to win this fight? I want to give it to Fife, but right now they are both doing a lot of damage to each other. RB losing a lot of health, though, and Fife takes him down. That attack wiped out. Can Vector actually get out to take the point, though? Fife's going to try, but he's going to run up against a sniper, soldier, and demo man.
And we actually see Charisse here going crit streak, so they're going to be playing off of this really aggressive here. They're going to be looking for, they're going to be trying to get building this really fast, and they're trying to catch Vector here off guard here.
Well, Thrixter's trying to catch them off guard too. He is he's going ahead with the spy play once again. And I'm sorry, did you say Charisse was on the crits?
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. Thing is, Thrixter might actually figure that out if he gets in and sees it. Gotta be a little careful about this.
Yeah, Thrixter's trying to be very careful here to make sure he doesn't get himself spotted
I
here.
think they know that there's a spy, though. Oh, he had such a perfect opportunity to get that backstab. Now he doesn't anymore. He's thinking maybe he's still calling out enemy positions. And there goes the crits. He's going to take down the med right away, though. But the crits gets 3 kills. Schwan, Ninja Nick all down. Oh, my God. That was ridiculous crits. I don't think Vector can do anything about that. It was a good stab. But all of a sudden, it's 4-4. Ladies and gentlemen, in the stream chat, if you want Syops to win, shout Syops. If you want Vector to win, shout Vector. I want to see what our votes are going to be for this game, because all of a sudden, everything is ridiculous. Oh, the stream died. For fuck's sake. That sucks.
Oh, no. No, this is going to be awful.
Sud, are you rejoining?
I think it's Half-Life crashed.
Oh, okay, so the stream is, I guess, still alive. Maybe. I don't know.
Jawanda actually goes down here for Fife, going 2 down here for 3 down right now. So this is going to be a good part here for Vector here. They're going to be able to capture this middle point, taking down all the damage output here. They just have the 2 scouts and the medic up here with for Syops, and they're going to be going right back to last, and they're going to be trying to go for a really defensive hold here. They don't want to. They're going to try and see if they can turtle here as long as possible.
Turtling is what they will have to do. If they can't win the game, they can at least force it into overtime here so they have another shot at winning. But right now, Vector is in position to push. They don't want to push until they've got at least 1 pick, I would think. So they might go suicide someone in. Who is going to be the lucky man to suicide? Who knows?
I'm just going to try and see what's going to be going on. It looks like they're going to be trying to see about pushing into the left-hand side. But Fife is actually just holding it on the bottom here, underneath the point.
Interesting position for Fife. He's going to try and probably clean things up after his allies, I'm sorry, get in there first and deal the damage. Moonchild is still getting the heals, looking through that scope, trying to find the med. He spots the med, actually whiffs the shot on Ninja Nick, so Ninja's getting in for free, but he loses the Demo Man right away. Now, there is some time on the point that's going to force a lot of attention from Syops onto that point, but Blueberry's doing a lot of damage up there, trying to stop the enemies from getting away right now. And Vector, that push didn't work out too well for them. They didn't get anything gained, but they didn't lose anything either, and that's important.
Yeah, so there's about 10 minutes left in this game, so it's going to be interesting to see what Syops decides to do here. They don't want, if they're going to, you're probably going to see people holding off for the last nest to miss, because Snake Water is notoriously hard to push into for last point for the maps in ESEA this season. It's difficult to push out, difficult to push into. This is one of those maps.
Well, of course, the difficult to push into part really does play to Syops right now. They have a chance to still stay alive. Now, Fife is sniping, but I want to point out, once again, some very interesting medic positioning here from Syops. They actually have their med in spawn, but that position is just a little bit open in case that door were to open for just a fraction of a second. The med could actually get killed here. I'm not sure I like that position too well for Syops. So far, it's working for him. Fife not getting away with any kills just yet.
I think Cherie should probably here. Just should be standing on top of the water heater that's beside the point. That's probably the better position in a time like this because it's almost practically. Ooh, nice snipe there from Morel. Wow, takes away that counter-striping option for Vector. Ooh, that scared me open there. Someone's playing another Halloween sound there.
The noisemakers, I love them. They're good. Syops, yeah, get a nice pick there. Fife coming back up as the spy. So there's a spy among us. Nope, he's going to change over to Heavy now. Interesting choice, but actually using the KGB. Have you ever actually seen the KGB be used successfully in one of these games?
I think it's actually a much better alternative to the regular fist. So I believe whenever you see somebody running Heavy, they're probably running the KGBs, but I never really see them used to actually melee and kill somebody. And like the crit advantage is actually quite nice from the KGB, but it's just you have to be really close up to them. It is a melee weapon after all.
Well, not going to happen. But Vector, they're thinking about pushing in again. They've got to watch out for this sniper though, and the Heavy is not really the right choice to get a pick. He's not going to be able to do any damage until they walk him in there. Now they're looking like they want to walk in, but they've got to watch out for this sniper. It's going to be such a terrible thing to have to deal with.
Right, and Syops are definitely just here to hold in for the long term. They're going to be like, oh, nice shot there from Morel. That's going to definitely hold them off there a bit. They're actually see them moving back, holding into that lobby there, the top left lobby there.
They did a lot of damage to Dougie G. Now, he did get away and grab that health kit, but Dougie on the red Demo Man is taking a lot of damage, and he's a little bit out of the fight right now. All that positioning that he got up there where he was able to lay down sticky traps and stuff, he's going to have to retake that slowly against the sure fire from the enemy sniper. Morel taking a bit of damage of his own from some spam, though.
Right, and it looks like Vector are kind of tired of waiting here. They're going to be trying to looking for an opportunity to try and push in here. They're probably looking like they're going over to the right-hand side, and this is going to be probably the time to break that stalemate that's going on right now.
Yeah, both teams, of course, being very... Ooh. Oh my god, there's a teleporter right there. Okay, it's not going to... I thought that teleporter was like... Alright, never mind. The Uber's coming in, teleporter and all that stuff's going to get taken out, but nothing else, really. Vector going to have to back away from this, probably. Dougie thinking about going back in for another couple of kills, but all he's able to do is take down buildings, and now he is going to die from the fire of that heavy weapons guy. Ninja Nick getting eaten alive by sticky bombs. It's just Schwan and Thrixter left. Schwan has been found, and Thrixter, where is he right now? Where is Thrixter? That's the question. He is underneath the second point, so no, he's been spotted as well. That's going to mean that Syops should be able to gap the second point.
Now, if you're wondering why they had the teleporters in the dispenser there, that was going to try and see if they can body block the combo from coming in, because the enemy team can't go through the other enemy team's buildings. So
right, and I was thinking maybe there was going to be a telefrag strat there, but both teleporters were right there, so it wasn't really effective or going to happen. But I would have loved the telefrag on the Uber. That would have like made my night.
Yes, you don't really see a telefrag in TF2 that often, but when you do, they're actually quite awesome.
They're always awesome. Vector losing the point. They are going to have to retreat from this. Schwan down right now. Miles the only soldier alive for them, and he is getting spammed away from his med. Trickster eats a headshot. Mile goes down to a nice pipe from Duat, and all of a sudden Syops are going to cap mid, and they might have a chance to win this game, knocking Vector out of the running in this tournament.
Oh man, when I was doing my predictions on ESEA, I was actually predicting a 5-3 victory for Vector here, and it's definitely not the case right now. It's tied 4-4, and it's really close game.
Ninja Nick pops an Uber, they get in and they kill Cherise. That's a huge kill. No blue med right now, so Syops are going to retreat. They can't cap that second point, and Vector, at the very least, they keep themselves in this game. RB getting the kill on Trickster, though, so Trickster may have been getting a little bit too aggressive there.
Well, I don't think... Actually, we do see Vector actually pushing on to the second point. We might see some contesting coming here from Blueberry, but it's actually not. I don't think it's going to happen here. He's there. You see him backing up, going into the kitchen.
Oh, Morel! Oh, I saw Dougie G, the demo man, like jumping over a crate, and then all of a sudden he was dead. Morel with some sick snipes going on tonight, and Schwan is catching the enemies trying to escape. All of a sudden, Fife's going huge on the flank. He takes down the sniper, takes down the demo man, and Schwan taking a big overheal here. He is going to jump in, try to get some good positioning against the enemies. Soldier in some trouble here on this train. He's not dead yet, though, and he does manage to get away. Blueberry Villain with 60 health. But Vector are recapturing that second point of their opponents again, so they have another shot at winning this game, Fog.
Oh, wow. The tables have turned twice in this round so far. It's really exciting. I'm really wanting to see what happens here. I'm actually just, like, shaking with anticipation, trying to see what's going to happen here. We do see the pop come in from Vector, so we might actually... Teresa's almost going to get in there. She gets the Uber right in time.
Just in time. There's so many players on the point. It's so close to being captured, but there is an Uber on that point right now. Nothing will get captured as long as there's a player to body block it. But nobody's standing on the point. Okay, there's the med. But that's it. Vector, they actually win the game right there, Fog. At the very end. I mean, it is, of course, the very end of the game because they won. But that was an amazing game. So let me hear your analysis on that.
Oh, man, that was a great game. I think near the end there where Vector had a pretty good shot of capturing the game there earlier on. They just got themselves in a bad situation. They lost almost all their players, losing the medic and everything like that. But right after the last push from Syops, they kind of just fell apart. They lost 4 of their players, and it just weren't able to recover from that. Overall, I think this game was a really good game, and it's just probably one of the finest pieces of wine I've ever casted.
Well, I was certainly enjoying myself tonight. And so, of course, once again, this is Eric Frisbee 2005. I have been casting with my good friend Chris Table Tennis 2112, aka Sal and Fog, in case you guys didn't know. But that was an awesome game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys click that follow button here on eXtv because we have so many more awesome games in the playoffs coming up soon.
See you later, guys.